Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing my Christmas makeup look. So this is kind of like if you're having a Christmas party or you're going out for Christmas Day and you just want to kind of have a really glam makeup look. I've also added some green into this look as well because obviously Christmas trees, mistletoe, as you know this series is called the Mistletoe series. So I decided that I would do a green eye makeup look. I've never done a green eyeshadow. And it is from this eyeshadow palette here, which is the m.a.c Warm Neutral palette, and the eyeshadow colour is called Unwind, and I'm using that in the video. And I also do my makeup in makeup in a slightly different way, and also so also one last thing just to mention, I did say in a section of the video, which is when I'm contouring and adding bronzer, my dad knocked on the door and asked that he told me that he had made me a coffee, and I just told him that I was filming and that I would have it afterwards, just to let you know that I wasn't talking to myself. Moving on, I hope you enjoyed this video and let's hop in. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is priming my eyelids. So the eyeshadow that I'm using is the one I always use, which is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24-Hour Gel Cream Eyeshadow in On and On Bronze. And I'm applying this all over my eyelids. This I always use as a base because it does such a good job. It keeps my eyeshadow on my eyelid for all day or to when I take it off. So sometimes it's faded by the end of the day, but then again I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't bother me. But during the day it's good, and when I'm out it's still there and it looks amazing. Just focusing the camera there just to let you guys know, and then I'm just kind of blending out because sometimes when it starts to kind of run out or dry up a little bit, which is when you need to get a new one, it kind of goes a little bit lumpy, just to let you guys know. So that's what I was doing there. So then I am going in and I'm using Butterfudge from the m.a.c Warm Neutral palette, and I am blending this into my crease. And what I'm doing is in a rainbow shape, I'm going backwards and forth in a kind of more circular motion, in a kind of forwards and backwards motion is what I meant. And this way I'm blending the eyeshadow into the crease, and as well as having the full pigmentation of the eyeshadow as well, so that it doesn't look too blended. And I'm doing it to the other side as well, so I'm applying Butterfudge again, and I am applying a lot on this side because I didn't quite have enough on that eyelid, that crease. And also I am going to just kind of quickly blend it, and then I am going to apply my other eyeshadow, which is from which is called Unwind, which is an olivey toned eyeshadow. It's really nice, this eyeshadow colour. I haven't used it before, so yes, this is the first time I used it, and it's really nice. It's one of those eyeshadows where you just don't think it will look nice, and then you use it and you're like, wow, like, why didn't I use this before? So I'm going to go in and use Unwind now, and then I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid. I was going to say that probably what you wouldn't want to do. So I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelid. Just pack it on, and I am going to be using another two eyeshadows as well. So I'm going to use I'm using two other eyeshadows from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I don't always use these eyeshadows from the Naked Smoky palette, but today I decided to do that. So I'm just packing on the eyeshadow on both eyelids. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I am going to just apply a little bit more of Butterfudge to the crease, just to make sure I haven't over applied the eyeshadow. And then I'm using a little bit of Divine and then I am going in and I am using Whiskey, which I think is the name. It could be Whiskey or Password, I can't remember, but I think it is Whiskey. And I'm applying this to the outer half of my eyelid and then blending it into the crease. And then I'm going to be using Password, which I think is the eyeshadow that I want to use. And this is like a grey eyeshadow, and I'm using this on the just slightly after Whiskey, where I applied Whiskey. So it just kind of transitions into the unwind colour from the m.a.c Warm Neutral palette, and it just kind of gives some kind of dimension to the eyeshadow. And then I will probably do a time lapse of my lining my under eyes, just because it takes a little bit of time to do, so I thought I'd do that. I have been doing it in recent videos as well, time lapses of me applying my makeup, so I'm trying out time lapses at the moment, so tell me if you like them. And I'm just wiping away any fallout. These eyeshadows do give a lot of fallout, so if you have shadow scars, that would be perfect. So moving on, I'm lining my lower lash line using the Black Market from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and I'm lining my lower lash line. Then I am going in with the Barry M liquid eyeliner. I forgot the name of it, but I think it's like one of their precision eyeliners, Divine something. I can't remember the name of it, but I don't really like it because I find it's a little bit too liquidy and it just kind of doesn't give a jet black line. My favourite is the Revlon one, but if I don't have enough money to buy the Revlon one, the Barry M one is fine. But I'm lining my top lash line with this. This is absolutely one of my favourite. No, it's not one of my favourite. No, it's one of my favourite things to do is to line my top lash line. I don't do winged eyeliners just because I find it a little bit difficult. Oh, and the other thing I did was I highlighted my inner corner using lemon tart as well, just to kind of a different kind of coloured highlight, because usually I'll go in with a more lighter kind of more flesh tone colour, like vanilla extract or honey lust, but I decided to go with a more yellowy gold toned eyeshadow. Moving on, I am now going to apply a mascara. This is the Scandal Eyes Reloaded Mascara. I do need to get another one. As you can tell, I accidentally bent the brush a bit, and it's also beginning to smell quite nasty too. Well, it's kind of like when when the mascara's going off and it's time to get a new one, because it's also kind of getting a bit clumpy as well. So, yes, I'm using it in this video, but I do have a spare mascara, so I'm going to look for that and use that as well until I can get a new one. It's just a brown mascara, but I don't really like brown mascaras, so I have a brown mascara handy, but I will probably get a black mascara soon. And I'm just applying it on my lower lash line as well, so top and bottom lashes. Moving on from that, just applying it to my other eye. So I'm just applying the mascara to the other eye as well. As you can see, it is definitely bent, and so that was me, and then the stopper came out, and it's just a bit of a disaster mascara, but it's the only one I have at the moment. I know that's bad, and I promise you guys I will get a new one. Moving on, I am now going to do my face makeup and brows. So here it is. I am using the Barry M Flawless Matte Foundation and the L'Oreal foundation as well in Ivory. I had a little bit left that I would use just under my eyes. And now I'm moving into contouring. I'm just bronzing my face, so I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Sculpt and Glow. And yes, I'm talking this because my dad came in and asked me if I wanted, if he made me a coffee, and I was like, I'm filming, go away, please. And he was like, he couldn't hear. He was like, Kira, I made you coffee. And I was like, I know. So yeah, that was really funny. So just excuse me talking there. I do explain it in the intro as well. So moving on, I'm just bronzing and contouring. I'm using a fluffy brush which I got from Forever 21. Yes, it doesn't seem to shed, and it's really shot. That does not make any sense. I was like, should and soft put together. It's really soft, so it should do the job that it's made to do, I suppose. And then I'm highlighting, and I am actually using an eyeshadow, and that is I think it's either hay or vanilla. No, it's definitely vanilla extract. On my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my cheekbones. I'm just using my finger. It is a kind of nice enough highlighter. Then I'm using a red lip crayon from Jack Wills. They don't have a name for it, so it's just a red lip crayon. And I'm just applying this all over my lips for a beautiful tomato red or Christmassy red lip. And I do have a lip liner, but at the moment I've lost it. What happens to me is I will always lose my most favourite makeup product or top or clothes. It always happens to me, and then when I find it, it's like the greatest thing. So yeah, I do have a lip liner somewhere. So I have finished. Oh no, I have finished. I'm applying. I am now filling in my brows, and I usually use Cork from the MAC Amber Times 9 palette, but I couldn't find it today, so I had to use Saddle, mixed in with a touch of Dancing in the Dark, just because I couldn't. Saddle's a bit too warm, and Dancing in the Dark is too dark, so I had to use a mix of the two colours. So here is kind of the finished look without me putting my glasses on, and then I just cleared up my lips just to make sure they looked perfect and the red lipstick hadn't bled out. So I'm wearing a Santa hat, and yeah, so this is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.